Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is one of these small cube UFOs that was just recently seen. Actually, there's 3 of these seen over a 5-year period in this video. Also have a video where 2 guys supposedly came across a crashed UFO in the forest in Australia. I got this UFO. I'm not too sure where this is. But this thing sits there for a little while, moves across this the bay here, and then shoots off into the sky. Another video from Australia of this fast-moving UFO. Let's see. In this video, some kid caught some UFOs using a night vision camera that you can't see with the naked eye. Also have 2 videos from Reddit. This one shows a group of UFOs. And in this video, it's some strange lights behind clouds. Also have this article here about Homeland Security agent reveals UAP encounter in video. Let's see in this video here, I think there's guys in these Apache helicopters getting ready to take off, and these spinning UFOs go flying by. Again, I think this is also in the infrared. And this is kind of interesting. I'm not too sure if this is an art project or what, because it's on this ArtStation website, but it seems to be drawings or notes taken of the Roswell crash. And it could also possibly be promotional images or promotional drawings for the tester UFO model. And then last is this correspondence here between Richard Hall and a crew member of the U.S. Army Transport Delaroff who had witnessed a large UFO from the ship. The entire crew actually saw this thing, so we'll take a look at that. But anyways, let's go to this first video here. Now, this video has 3 separate videos of this. You can see this object here. It's going to come shooting up past this jet. And this was taken at a Miami air show. And then there's 2 other videos of this same triangle, or this same cube UFO with a ball in the center. So let me just back this up a hair. Actually, let me back that up again, because I'm not too sure if you saw that. It's right here. You'll see it just go flying by that jet. Yeah, there it goes right there. So anyways, there's that one, and then there's another one here.
Jumping back and forth.
Yeah, you can see it's a spinning cube. And then there's one more. Let's see here. Actually, no. Yeah, here, this is guy, like, he's getting out of his car, because apparently... Yeah, so you can see this thing is spinning, and it's similar to the description of the UFO seen by the pilot. I think his name was Ryan Graves or something. Anyways, link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Now, this is another one of these crashed UFOs. So these guys were riding a motorcycle or something and came across this, but let me just back this up a little. This is in Australia.
Is in central Victoria, Australia. 2 men encountered a crashed UFO. They took some pictures and called some friends and told them they would come and pick them up to show them the object. When they returned a few hours later, the site had been cleaned and there was no remains of the object. There was some police barrier tape, but everything else was gone. They did take some pictures with their phones before and after. The photos were later submitted to the MUFON website.
You know, interesting that this thing looks like it had been sitting out there a long time. So I wonder what alerted the authorities. I mean, if we're to believe this story, you know, did these guys calling their friends alert the authorities that that this craft was there? And if so, you know, what are they monitoring people's phone calls for, certain keywords that then they monitor, they begin to monitor. Because this craft looks like it's been sitting there for a long time and then only disappears after these guys call their friends. Anyways, link will be in the description. Check it out. Now this video, it's kind of long, 1 minute and 30 seconds, but I'm going to start it right when it moves. It just sits here for a while, then it moves across the bay, sits here for another few seconds, and then it shoots off into the sky. So yeah, I'm going to play it until after it shoots off into the sky. Yeah, see, that movement is very similar to all of these other reports that we get. Anyways, a link to that will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Now, this video here is kind of interesting because after they slow the video down, that you can actually see this craft here moving, and even with the video slowed down, it still moves pretty quick across the screen. So let me just go to the beginning here where you'll see it move at normal speed, and then they're going to slow it down. Yeah, actually, you know what? This thing was slowed down the whole way because you can see the raindrops coming down so slow, but that craft moved across here pretty quick. Anyways, check that out. Link will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Now, this is some kid. I'm not too sure where he's at, but these crafts are only he can only see these crafts using the night vision. So check this out.
So there's a light between these two trees. I can't see it with my eyes, but I can with the camera.
Right as I started, it looked like there was something that moved through these trees here. Let me just back up a little and check that out again. Yeah, did you see that there was a movement in the corner here? Now watch right there. Was that something, or was that just maybe some light refraction or something? Yeah, did you see that movement there?
So there's a light between these two trees. I can't see it with my eyes.
Anyways, these lights end up disappearing, but link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this video here from Reddit. This is drones or balloons. I'm pretty sure these aren't balloons. And that's that. Let's go to the next video from Reddit. Now, these are some strange lights behind clouds. I find it interesting that they're doing this behind clouds. Are they trying to hide themselves, or are they just using the clouds to put on a light show for us? Link will be in the description. Check it out. This is an interesting article here. Homeland Security agent reveals UAP encounters and video. Never before seen footage and testimony are now being disclosed by former Customs and Border Patrol agents for the first time ever. In an exclusive article published on May 27th by the Defense and Technology news site The Debrief, Robert Bob Thompson, a recently retired CBP agent, details his effort to establish a reporting system for encounters with unidentified aerial phenomenon. I thought we had MUFON. While he was serving as a federal agent with U.S. Customs and Border Patrol's Tucson Sector Special Operations Group. But anyways, let's see. They have this video down here of this Apache helicopter getting ready to take off. And you can kind of see these three lights. But anyway, there's these three lights that end up spinning as it goes by the helicopter. So check this out. And I believe this is also in the infrared.
Hunter 281, taxi north of Tower 2 West Slopes, 1 count.
281, Roger.
Wow, are those three really fast flying jets up there?
Probably some A-10s or some F-16s. I'm not looking up there.
And you see up here these spinning lights. I find it kind of weird, suspect that he says it's probably some A-10s or something, but he's not looking up there. Why does he say that? Why does he qualify that by saying I'm not looking up there? But then he gives an opinion of what he thinks he's not seeing. That's kind of suspect to me. Anyways, here, check this out again.
The Tower 2 West Slopes, 1 count.
281, Roger.
Wow, are those three really fast flying jets up there?
Probably some A-10s or some F-16s. I'm not looking up there.
Yeah, he says A-10s or F-16s. I'm not looking up there. So then if you're not looking, why offer an opinion of what it is? Anyways, link will be in the description. Check that out. Now, this one, I don't know the context to this, or, if this is real, authentic, or maybe a project by an art student, but it seems to be drawings of a crashed UFO. Now, if you scroll across here, let's see, they just have this drawing here, but if you scroll across this other image, you can actually scroll down, and there are these additional drawings. And see, I believe this was from the tester model. It says the net result was and remains unprecedented. In 1947, not even Nazi Germany, the Horizon brothers could touch this sea animal configuration. I'm not too sure what that's about, but let's see, you scroll across here, there's additional drawings. This looks like an illustration of the actual Roswell crash site. But again, I'm not too sure if these are real or if this is some type of PR for the model, the tester model. See, I believe these are from the tester model. Yeah, see, like, what's up with this? I mean, is this an actual drawing of the Roswell crash? Or is this something that was created for the model? Yeah, see, here's the model. Anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Now, last is this correspondence here between Richard Hall and a witness of a UFO from a U.S. Army transfer at Delaroff. It says, the most detailed of these cases involved a large UFO seen in 1945 by crew members of the U.S. Army transport Delaroff, which had been hauling munitions and supplies to Alaska. The reporting witness recently interviewed was Robert S. Crawford, now a consulting geologist with the Indiana Soil Testing Laboratory, Griffith, Indiana. Crawford is a graduate of the University of North Dakota, and while at the college, he reported the sightings to Professor N.N. Kohanowski, Department of Geology, who is a NICAP advisor. In 1967, Mr. Crawford was interviewed by Dr. James E. McDonald, a scientist at the University of Arizona, who under a university grant has personally investigated numerous UFO reports. The Delaroff incident occurred in the summer of 1945 while Crawford was serving as one of the Army radiomen abroad. The ship heading back to Seattle was in the open sea past Adak. It was about sunset and Crawford was on the port side near the radio room when he heard shouts from some of the crew. He turned and saw a large round object which had just emerged from the sea. Several crewmen saw the UFO actually appear from underwater, an estimated mile or so from the Delaroff. The unknown craft, showing darkly against the setting sun, climbed almost straight up for a few moments, then it arced into a level flight and began to circle the ship. All the observers were convinced it was a large object. Comparing it with the width of a finger held out at arm's length, Crawford estimated the UFO to be 150 to 250 feet in diameter. As it circled the Delaroff, the flying object was in easy range of the ship's guns, but the gun crew held their fire, though on alert for any signs of hostility. The UFO circled the vessel 2 or 3 times, moving smoothly and with no audible sound. All the witnesses felt it was self-propelled, otherwise the strong winds would have visibly affected its movements. After several minutes, the flying object disappeared to the south or south-southwest. Suddenly, the crew saw 3 flashes of light from the area where it had vanished. The Delaroff captain posted an extra watch as the ship moved through that sector later, but nothing was seen. At Seattle, 14 crewmen signed a summary of the sighting. Attempts are being made to locate the report, mainly so as to interrogate other witnesses and perhaps learn more details. Now, I'm sure, throughout history, there have been many reports of Navy crews seeing crafts, and these were all kept quiet. But for whatever reason, it's all coming out now. And, it's pretty obvious by this point. I'm sure if you've been following my videos for any time, that all of these crafts are coming up from out of our oceans. They're coming up, from volcanoes, deep earth caverns. So it's pretty obvious we're not, the only species on this planet, that there are these highly advanced species, several. I think there may be up to 4 or 5 different species, advanced species living on the planet with us, based on the, on the number of different types of crafts we keep encountering and the different levels of technology that these crafts exhibit. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.